So the first affirmation is, I got them written down, I am safe. What does safety mean to you, and what does it feel like to you? Do you only think of safety in terms of not being in danger, or do you think about safety on a day-to-day basis of, is it safe for me to be myself? Do I feel safe expressing myself? Do I feel safe exploring things outside of myself? Yeah, how does that make you feel, and what does that make you think straight away? When I think of safety, I think of having support and knowing that there's people who care about me, and that helps me to feel safe a lot. But what do you think? I found the paper, and today's affirmation is, I am protected. Now, when we think of protection, what comes to mind? For me, I specifically think of being protected from bad energy in terms of the way that I used to let negativity affect me. It was terrible. Like, I used to really take on any bad thing that someone had to say about me. And I understand doing that in terms of trying to grow. But then when someone would say something nice about me, I never used to hear it as much. And then I started saying, no, I can choose what aligns with me or not, and I can't control how other people feel about me. So I feel protected in the sense of whatever people might say about me that will hurt me, it's up to me whether or not I let that stick to me. And that's kind of the form of energetic protection that I've been able to find for myself. So let me know your thoughts. Obviously I'm going to put the question box, and then look out for the spoken word later. So the spoken word attached to today's affirmation, I am secure, is currently being uploaded, but I didn't get to actually talk about it. And I think it's so important because maybe people don't understand what I mean in terms of feeling secure within yourself. In this day and age when we're on social media so much, are you secure enough to be yourself, to go on social media and show yourself, to know that you follow people on social media that you might look up to, that might have things that you want, that might live a lifestyle that you want? Are you secure within yourself to know that you're not any less than them because you're not the same, because you might not be in the same position, because you might not have the same things? It is very much around how many people's self-worth, how many people don't understand their self-worth because they're always constantly comparing themselves to others. It's cultivating that security within yourself where it's like, okay, if I want that, then I'm gonna go get it, but it doesn't mean anything less about me right now. Hi guys, so today is day 4 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation is, I embrace my emotions. And it took me a very long time to get comfortable, like taking the time to figure out how I feel. Now, I spent a lot of time by myself, but I never really dove into my emotions because I always felt bad for the way that I felt. And I had like this toxic thing of like, oh, I'm trying to achieve something and how I feel doesn't matter to what I'm trying to do. But then now I understand how much like not acknowledging the way that I feel makes it a lot harder. When I do acknowledge the way that I feel, for example, if I am feeling defeated, if I am feeling despair and struggle and hopeless, then unless I acknowledge that, then I can't move forward from there. And so it's about, are you really being honest with the way that you're feeling, and are you comfortable embracing those emotions? And do you have people that you can share those with? Hi guys, today is day 5 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation is, I flow with my emotions. So obviously yesterday was about embracing your emotions and making space for them. And today is about finding your flow in terms of how can I use the emotions that I'm feeling now in order to manifest, essentially. I got into that bad habit of thinking to manifest, I have to always feel positive. I have to always feel good. And then it was like, no, okay, from this space of where I am, how does this give me the driving force and the energy that I need to go where I'm going to go? And it was a lot to do with not acting out of my emotions, not responding. And I mean, not reacting, but taking my time so that I could respond. As you can tell, I'm still kind of figuring that out. My flow's kind of here, then, everywhere, so I gotta go and breathe. But that is today's affirmation, and the spoken word will be posted later. Hi guys, today is day 6 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation is, I release all people, spaces, and things that do not serve me. And do you know what? I always say this, but then I don't actually energetically release it because of how much I love whatever it is that I'm holding on to. But sometimes we have to understand that that thing, place, or person has served this purpose of what it needed to. And maybe I'm holding on to the way in which I once felt about it. And it's like, but I don't feel that way anymore. And it's okay to move on from that. Maybe I thought I was always going to feel this way. Maybe I thought I was always going to love this thing. And it's like, nah, it doesn't really feel like it's working for me anymore. And it's okay to move on. So, and that does not make it any easier, by the way. But it is just understanding that we love ourselves more than keeping ourselves stuck for anything. Good morning. I'm feeling like such a disappointment because I didn't post my poem yesterday and I actually had to write it this morning, but it's because the affirmation was I am confident. I was not feeling confident in myself at all. And so this morning I decided to write from that space. So I'm going to post that in a second, 12 on the clock. And today's affirmation is I am fulfilled. And when we're talking about fulfillment, it's that deep feeling of satisfaction. It's that deep feeling of I'm living my life. I feel alive. I feel driven with passion and ideas. And it is just, you can be alive but not living. You can be living but not alive. And it's very much about that frequency of love and of excitement that my spirit is normally on, that I'm slowly getting back to. And the poem talks about that. So obviously I'm going to post that later on today, but I want to know how you guys feel about feeling. Hi guys, today is day 9 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation is I can trust myself. Now, this morning I've managed to spill my lemon tea and my juice, and I got so frustrated, and it's very much because I keep on forgetting that all starts and ends with me. I'm the key to my own life, and whatever it is that I'm looking for will be unlocked through going through my own energy. And so it's very much like knowing that I trust myself to provide for me, to meet my needs and all of these things. And everyone who's kind of giving their opinions, I appreciate it, but I don't need it. And I do understand what I want to listen to and who I want to listen to, because I know who I want to be. I know how I want to show up, and it's okay for me to trust myself. I don't need anyone else telling me who to be or how to be, because I'm good. Good morning. Today is day 10 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and the affirmation for today is I am open. Now, what I wanted to remind you guys is that often when we're on a journey and we have goals and we have a sense of direction of where we're going, we can get so caught up in exactly what it is that we want that we forget to stay open to the different ways in which we are blessed, to the different ways in which we experience the things that we're asking for, whether we're experiencing like learning how to attain that thing, whether it's just like being open to everything. I think it starts with being grateful, and then you notice the extra little things that boost up your day and make you just feel successful and in love and at peace with yourself and with your progress. And so yeah, staying open, you're not gonna be able to receive if you are closed. Hi guys, I'm just on my way out, but today is day 11 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation is I choose love. And that is in every single aspect. That is choosing love of self. And once you make that decision to love yourself, it's knowing that everything you choose from that space is going to be something and that you love. And that doesn't mean that you're only going to be doing things that you love to do, because sometimes we have to do things out of love that we don't really want to do. For example, like chores and things like that. So it's just understanding who are you, what are your needs, what do you love, what sets you on fire, what are your passions, and knowing that you have the permission and the ability to choose those for yourself no matter where you are. A lot of the times we stop ourselves because we're like, well, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, and it's like, well, it's your choice. So you have to make a conscious decision to choose love for yourself. Spoken word will come this evening. See you later. Hey guys, today is day 12 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation was I have a healing heart, but I'm changing it to I allow my heart to heal, because we all have healing hearts, but we don't always make the room to allow for the healing to take place. And it is very much being in that space of accepting everything that's going on and the way that I feel about it. And moving through that, I keep on thinking that I have to feel a certain type of way about a situation, and it's because I was trying to hold on to it so much, and now I'm like, okay, but I can't control it, and what it actually isn't what I thought it was, and I have to make space for the fact that this disappointment and this big failure, that feeling is very present, and I have to move through it in order to get to the space of, okay, I feel successful now. So yeah, how do you really know if you're allowing your heart to heal? You will feel it. Hi guys, welcome back to my 21-day affirmation challenge, which didn't go in order of every single day the way I wanted it to, but I really needed a break from social media. And so the affirmation for today is I can express my needs. And this one, I'm still learning how to do that now, where I'm recognizing how much I hold it in, how much in a moment of time I don't allow myself to say yes or no. And it's very much from growing up and being handed stuff and being like, just take what life gives to you, and understanding that I can do that, of course, but then it's also up to me to choose what I want out of what I can control. And so like, something might happen in my life that I can't control, but then in my response, can I speak up in terms of what I need in response to that? I might need a hug, I might need a bath, I might need some help. Like, do I know my needs, and can I speak up for them? Like, can I communicate them? Hi guys, welcome to day 14 of my 21-day affirmation challenge. I just got home from swimming, so you're gonna have to ignore my dry skin. But today's affirmation is I set boundaries for my protection. And so I, for a very long time, didn't understand why boundaries were important, how to set them, and then on top of setting them, how to keep them, and like make people respect them, essentially. And I'm starting to understand that I don't set a boundary in place so that I can feel in power. I set a boundary in place so that I can be comfortable, so that I can be like it. When I talk about it being for my protection, it's very much about how do I want to be treated, because this is my life and this is my living. And so I guess I'm kind of just thinking about, am I setting boundaries and am I keeping them? Hi guys, today is day 15 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and I stopped doing it like consistently every day because I've just been giving myself the time and space that I need to breathe, heal, and do all the other stuff that I do. And the affirmation for today is my voice matters. And growing up, not only did I get comfortable not sharing my truth, thinking that no one cared, but also like I forget how valid my experience is when I share it with other people, and they're like, wow, that's so inspiring, or wow, that's so brave, or wow, like that must have been hard to go through. It really makes me see myself again in a different way though, because I might be stuck in this victim mentality of, oh my God, I've been through all these hard things. And when I share it with someone and they recognize my strength, it allows me to see that, hold on a second, there is a purpose to why I went through that. And if there isn't, I can create that purpose for me, and that allows me to be more fulfilled. So yeah, just remembering that. Hello guys, today is day 20. No, it's not day 20, it's day 16 of my 21-day affirmation challenge. And I haven't done it in order at all. I didn't finish it by the end of April like I wanted to. But today's affirmation is I lead with intuition, which is basically my excuse, because I've literally just been giving myself permission to follow my flow. And I think I needed this affirmation for today to remember that I'm being guided on a path and a journey that I agreed to walk before I came here. And so when I don't have everything figured out, my guides do. And so my intuition can show me whether to go left or go right, because I don't know what's happening tomorrow or what's happening next week. And so it's really just about surrendering to that flow and trusting it. So I'm going to do the spoken word. I'm going to write it and post it now. Thank you. Hi guys, so today is day 17 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation is I am being guided. And it's so important because I was speaking to my best friend yesterday and she was saying how we can still see all the signs and synchronicities that are guiding us through the flow of life. And it's like, first I was holding on so much to them and putting all the faith into them where I forgot about how I need to show up. And then it became this very much, I'm just used to seeing that angel number now. I'm just used to seeing this and I'm just used to seeing that. And I've forgotten the meaning and the fact that it is a sign. It is me being guided. It is giving me the answer to what I'm asking right now. So am I open to receive like what they're giving me? Because I'm so focused on, no, I need this and I need it this way. I said it again with my intuition. No, I don't. I need what spirit is showing me that I need because they know where I'm going. We can't see the full picture. We can only be here right now and they can see more. Grand Rising, my pre-face culture-based community and all the people who do not fall into that category because we don't have all women. But anyway, today is day 18 of my 21-day affirmation challenge. And today's affirmation is, I envision my highest self. And when I talk about being on a higher vibration, do you know what? I understood it because I knew that was me naturally, but I didn't understand what it was that made me higher in vibration. And it's because I do choose to be positive. Everyone knows I'm a very positive person. And so recently, I guess that I've been trying to balance my positivity with being realistic as advised by people around me. And I'm starting to realize, hold on a second, they're not me. And they don't need to be as positive as me because they're not trying to do the things that I'm trying to do. And so I need to see myself as my highest version and not the version that everyone is so used to, falling out of old things that I used to do that no longer serve. And rising, today is day 19 of my 21-day affirmation challenge. And the affirmation for today is, I am connected to all that is. And that can mean something different to everyone. Obviously, everyone has their own faith, belief. And the reason why my affirmation is I am connected to all that is because I believe that God and the divine is reflected through everything. And that's through nature. And that's also through things that aren't of the natural world, I guess. But I still appreciate as things that God sends into my existence. Whether they're people, whether they're things. I feel like everything does reflect to me a part of myself. Whether I'm in acceptance of that thing or in rejection of it. And so it's always going to show me what I like and what I don't like. I think remembering that is important, and it makes you feel significant but insignificant at the same time. Hi guys, today is day 20 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and today's affirmation is, I am a queen. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about earlier on in my journey with Cultured Waste when I started this campaign. And it was about the hidden queens of Africa because we don't often get told about this side of our history. And very much it was about me researching and finding out about the women who they did allow to step into their power and how there was a reason behind that. And so as I try to grow and step into my own empowerment, I have to remember that I'm a queen. I have to affirm that I am royalty, and therefore the choices that I make out of that knowing is way different to the choices that I made before when I wasn't aware of how much power was stored inside of me just because of who I am, just because of my lineage and my heritage. And so that empowerment can create waves of change. Guys, today is day 21 of my 21-day affirmation challenge, and it is the last affirmation. So we're going to end off strong with my mind is a powerful tool. And something I've grown in love with is the power of perception. And the fact that once I decide that I want to shift my perspective of how I'm looking at my reality and see it as an opportunity for growth rather than a challenge. Well, it is a challenge at the same time, but sometimes that challenge can look like an opportunity for growth, and sometimes that challenge can look like something that is impossible to defeat. And so reminding myself that my mind is a powerful tool reminds me that I choose the frequency, that I choose which direction I want to go in through the power of my intention. And so I'm gonna do the spoken word now, and I've really enjoyed this challenge, so I hope that you guys did too.